Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Mikey for Blue Mikey Bicycles, and in this video I'm going to tell you about a great experience I had in Las Vegas visiting RPE. Alright, so I went down to Las Vegas to do some electric bike reviews for the Uniro Fat HD, the Uniro Fat all-wheel drive. Also had the experience to check out BTN, which is a white label generic electric bike importer, and they do their warehousing here in Las Vegas as well. They also do some of their service work over there, which is a really compelling, in my opinion. I think that's a really compelling segmentation for a white label generic house brand kind of bicycle company, because most of them are Chinese importers that just send the bike and they say good luck, here you go. But BTN actually does have some service support here in the States, which is pretty cool. And anyways, one of them is a company that they contract with where they share the same space called RPE, Rechargeable Power Energy. RPE is a company that rebuilds battery packs for any electric bike that you've got. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so we're a battery company. We've been in business for about 6 years now. We started actually as a electric bike company, which was Energy Cycles, and it didn't do quite well when we first started out. It actually took a couple takes for us to, learn from our mistakes, and that birthed the RPE, the battery company, because we really saw the need that a lot of the e-bike industry, a lot of the businesses, their biggest need wasn't the motor, wasn't the bike, wasn't the basic parts like the brake and the throttle and the display. It was the battery. They needed battery support. They wanted battery support. Typically, our battery process is, for the most part, once we contact the customer and the customer says, hey, how much is going to cost to redo my battery? It's in a scale basis, because there's so many different e-bike, out there in the world, and they use so many different batteries. We don't just offer the same battery you had before. Most batteries in the industry right now are between 10 and 13 amps. That's where most of the e-bikes come with. We're able to do batteries from 21 amps all the way up to even 40 amps. So there's no limitations in terms of what battery size we can build. We put the batteries back into your case. We take the guts out and we test everything. The battery tester is responsible for testing every single battery cell individually first. Once that's done, then we put it inside of a pack like this, and then we put it back inside your case because we want it to be user-friendly. You send your battery in, we send it back the same way. And then after that, hopefully we can have you for a customer for life. So, if a customer's looking to get the most life out of their battery, there's maybe about 3 or 4 steps you can take to really try to get towards that. It requires a lot of attention. It's almost like a puppy. It's better to store the battery in long rates of like 75% or 80% or so. That way you're not overstressing the battery cell. The other thing is too, if you want it to last longer, never get it past its limits. Never charge it all the way up, never uncharge it all the way down. And make sure you make sure you charge and store it at the right storage temperatures. And then once you get out the first 100 or 200 cycles, then the battery starts to be solid enough to last as long as it's supposed to. If you buy a battery and you just have it sit on the shelf for 3 or 4 months and you haven't used it right out the gate, the compound is not strong enough. It's nothing that's bonding the electrodes inside of the battery pack to keep it sturdy enough to have that long capacity down the line. So that's why we tell our customers, the first thing you do when you get your battery is use it. In terms of 18650s right now, the best batteries are mostly the ones that come out from Korea and Japan. And I like to put the cells in sort of a triangle. You have your life cell, you have your range cell, and you have your power cell. Power meaning you have, let's say you have a motor that can output 50 amps of continuous current. You're looking for a power cell because you want most likely a small battery that can fit on a bike that's not bulky, and that can handle a high energy density in terms of the output of current. And in that case, you probably want to go with like a Sanyo battery. They have really good power, up to 20, even 30 amps. And Sony as well. Sony is a really good cell for power. If you want life, not life in terms of range per ride, but life in terms of how many years, how many cycles, you want to go with Samsung. Then the last cell is LG. That's the one that has the most range and power and actually life. It's kind of right there in between the triangle. It's like a perfect balance. So the LG cells is what we use a lot, it's also the most cost effective. LG is good for range and for power and for life. So out of those, 4 cells, LG is the one that we prefer to use. These are 18650 cells. They're the most common. You can pretty much find them anywhere in the industry of e-bikes right now. 21700 cells, a little bit bigger than the 18650. Now this is the future. This is where e-bikes are going. It can handle high C discharge. It can also handle long cycle life, up to 500 to 800 cycles. Some are even up to 1,000 cycles. They're not that much in the market. They're brand new. They've just been, manufactured within the past few years or so. So 21700, I think, will replace the 18650s in e-bike. This is the better cell. You can have less returns. You can have less repairs. You can get the life cycle that you're requesting. You can get that high discharge, high C rating. If you have any other battery questions or battery needs, please see us at ebikemarketplace.com, or you can give us a call at 888-456-9410 right here in Las Vegas. And see you on the later. Okay. See you on the later.